What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Trading Wars. Today, I'm going to be breaking down the best trading opportunities of last week as requested on Twitter. We're going to be looking at the best long and short opportunities. So if you're ready, let's step into the war zone. All right, guys, like always, we're going to start off with Monday. And coming into Monday, I'm going to draw the previous day's high and low from last Friday. So here's the low, here's the high. So what I like to do is, depending on where we open, I adjust my trading style and my trading system. So because we opened on Monday within the Friday's range, right off the bat, I'm expecting us to have some choppy action or to be trapped within this range. So because of that, I'm not placing any trades right off at the open. I'm being patient and I'm waiting. So once we clearly break through the previous day's high, we have an impulsive leg that's showing this market wants to continue long. So the setup that I use on that is a Fibonacci blind order, as mentioned in my previous videos, where I enter with a blind limit order at the 618 and a stop below the low of the 786. And I like to use the candles that are near the 786 as my stop loss. So here we have a nice 2-hour entry for the longs, and we have a nice little winner. And there is no short trade because the short trade would have been executed at the previous day's high. However, when we come there, we have no entry bar, no signal. So this is why the only play on that day is a long trade. Moving to Tuesday, we have another inside day. So I'm going to draw the Fibonacci from the previous day's high and low. And so here's the previous day's low, here's the previous day's high. We have a inside day. And with the inside day, as I mentioned in the beginning of the day, I know it's going to be a little bit choppy and I'm really waiting for the market to make a move. And because we had this pullback right to the 786 level, which is one of my setups for inside days, we have an entry right above the high. Once we see that it holds the 786, we'll stop a little bit low. And that's an easy 2-hour winner right there for the longs. And in terms of the short, this is a textbook play that we see every week. We have a nice double top at the previous day's high right there. So if I draw that and put that in red. So right at the previous day's high, we have a nice inverted hammer signal candle. And we take our short right here with a stop above the high. And that's an easy 2-hour play. So on this day, both long and shorts make money. You have to be patient. You have to wait for the setup at support and resistance. So Wednesday was a Fed day where I really don't recommend trading, but I did call this out, this nice pennant flag that we had right off the open, with entry above the high, stop below the low. I personally don't trade Fed days just because of the risk, but there was still trading opportunities. So we're going to skip this day and move on to Thursday. So on Thursday, we had a gap down. So anytime we have a gap down, from the long perspective, we have to be very cautious because there's a lot of trap bulls. So any bull that had purchased on the Fed day, they're immediately at the open in trouble. So this makes this day a great short play. So how we would have shorted this is we would have seen this big hammer candle trying to save the bulls in the morning, followed by a nice inside bar. And for those who haven't looked at my inside bar video, please take a look to get the full strategy. So what we would do is we would short below the low of the inside bar with a stop above the high. And that's an easy 2-hour short right there. And that really comes from the psychology of knowing who's trapped at the open. And then in terms of long, we really need to get a strong candlestick pattern, which we get, which is a nice double bottom pattern right here. Entry above the high, stop below the low. That's an easy 2-hour. And moving on to Friday, we have a gap up. And normally on a gap up, the points of control are usually at the gap fill. And with this gap fill here, with this long hammer here, that was my entry signal for high. Above the high, would stop below the low, and this did not work out for the bulls, which is totally fine because there were lots of winners for the bulls during the week. And in terms of short, we could use that knowledge to take our short. So because we know this is where all the bulls are getting in, once this candle breaks, the low of this candle breaks, we use that momentum to take the short down, and we can easily make a 2-hour play here as well. So overall, it was a really great trading week for bulls and bears. The longs were able to capture about 5 hours and the short 6 hour in total. So what that means is that's 2% of your account is the R. So longs capture 10% of their account, shorts did 12%. So that's huge for a week. So it's a really great week. So if we think about a $20,000 account, what that would be is roughly $2,000 for the long and roughly anywhere between $2,000 to $3,000 for the shorts, depending on how much you want to risk. So guys, as always, each and every day on Twitter, I call out these plays. I have the pre-market plans. I have the intraday trades, which I want to show you guys here. So please check me out if you want to learn and get more educated in the markets. I have the pre-market plan in the morning, and I do live commentary when I can for the intraday. And one thing new that I'm starting is I'm doing one-on-one mentoring now, where I give my full system with the full rules and the full back test I did for the last 3 years on the results. And I kind of walk you through how to trade, and I provide mentoring where every week I'll review your trades with you and find ways to improve and find ways to get better. So trading is a process. In order to execute at a high level like this, you need a system, you need rules, you need to follow them, and that just comes with time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this weekly recap. The markets were great this week. Please check me out on Twitter, comment, like, subscribe. If you have any questions about the mentoring program, please DM me on Twitter, and enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.